Hi again folks, how's all doing? So this is a little Hornby 14xx locomotive that was sent to me by a chap called Norman. He said it's a bit noisy. He said it sounds like it's playing the drums when it's going along the track. So let's just turn on the power. So that seems to run absolutely fine to me. It's a wee bit growly in reverse, but going forwards it seems to run very nicely. We'll back it to the shed and get it to the bench and take it apart to give it a service and just to see if there's anything untoward under the hood. But yeah, I don't see a problem with it. Righty ho, let's get a look at this wee chap. This is the second 14xx I've looked at. The first one was the Airfix one. I'll put a link in the description to the video for that one. It was a very strange little thing, very over-engineered. Yeah, a bit nonsensical really. So I'm hoping this one by Hornby will be a lot more sensible. I think, just looking in the cab there, it looks like it's got a Type 7 motor. So let's get into it and have a look, but I really couldn't see or hear much wrong with it. I'm guessing we've got 3 screws here. Don't see anything else. Oh, hang on. Oh, we've got a screw down the chimney. It's doon the lum. Let's undo that then. And the chimneys looks like it's made of metal. It's coming loose. Does the chimney come off? Yes, it does. Is that thing coming out? Or are we going to have to undo? Oh, it's all connected up with these pipes. Undo that, undo that, undo that. Right. Is it just clipped in at the back there, I think? There we go. Pipes. So there we are. Type 7 motor, brass worm. Need to take the underframe off and get a look at the gears. But I really don't see much wrong with it. It needs a good clean. Norman did say that this has been, I think originally we'd have had traction tyres on those wheels there, and those wheels have been replaced, which is a good thing. Well, let's get this underframe off, and we'll see what's going on with the gears. 3 screws, 2 the same, and a wee one at the front. Oh, we've got another little screw here. What's that? Takes that off. This is clipped on at the front. There we go. And of course connected by a wire. Both jings with the wheels out. There's a lot of oil and gunk and fluff. Just try and let you see these pickups. There's a plastic shield on the inside, which will be to insulate it from the chassis block. Not seen that before. And there's pickups on all the wheels. It's all a bit manky. We'll get it all cleaned up. So look at the gears. Yeah, there's a lot of congealed grease and stuff. We'll get all that sorted. But I don't see any reason why this would be making any kind of noise. I mean, it's entirely possible that it was just a little foreign object got in there and, been sugarred about in the post has sorted it. Right, okay, manky brush. And I think we'll give the gearbox a really good scoosh. Just get rid of some of that old grease. We'll give the pickups a good scoosh as well. Just turning the motor to have a look at the gears. Oh, looks fine. Let's just have a look at these wheels. Fair bit of fluffage. Okay, it all looks tickety-boo to me. Pop these wheels back in. Need to fit that one once the underframe's in position. We'll get some oil in here. And I think we'll get some silicone grease into the gears. Just making sure the pickups are all in the right place. Right, let's get some grease onto the worm gear there, and then I want a tiny wee touch of oil on the bearing at the back of the motor and some on the front bearing. I've just realised the rods on this side are upside down. Swap the rod over that way. Just make sure the pins are pushed in right. That one. That one. Okay. Just put this on the test track. It does have a wee bit of a growl going backwards. Let's get some gear oil on there. But as I say, it ran fine. You know, there was absolutely nothing wrong with the way it was running as far as I could see. And it's not unusual for, you know, a Type 7 motor with a brass worm especially to be a wee bit grindy sounding in one direction. Unfortunately, it's not easy to mess about with the position of the worm with Type 7 motors. Well, it isn't, but you know, it's very easy to break these motors. They're quite delicate. You can push the bearings one way or the other when you're trying to pull the worm. You know, I can pull the worm easy enough, but to push the worm in, it's very difficult. I mean, I've done it, you know, broken the bearing at the rear trying to push a worm on. I've just noticed that, you know, that rod was on upside down. This rod is on the right way around, but it's quite badly bent. So I'm going to take it off and straighten it up. I don't like the way it's bent right where the pin is. That just popped out there. Probably won't be able to see, but it is quite bent. There's my pliers. It's a bit better. Okay, so I've cleaned it out, re-lubricated, sorted the rods and the wheels. There really isn't much else I can do with this. I mean, possibly messing with the trying different worm gears, or a different motor might quieten it down in reverse, because I think that's all it's going to be. It's just the way that the gears are meshing when it's in reverse. But it might not be the worm gear. It's maybe the the other gears. I think we just have to leave it as it is, because I think there's a risk of just making it run worse if we start tinkering around with it. And as far as I'm concerned, this is running fine. Wee bit noisy in reverse, but it's not producing, the drumming sound that Norman was talking about. So I think I'll just put it back together. So this wee thing goes on the front there. Something like that. Connect up the rods. And then screw the chimney back on. So there we go, that's this little 14xx serviced. I couldn't replicate the sound that Norman was talking about, and I don't see anything untoward at all. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this is absolutely fine. Let's go and give it a wee run in the layout. Okay then, out she comes. So there we are, that's this Hornby 14xx, not so much fixed really, but serviced. I don't like it when I can't replicate the symptoms I've been told about in a locomotive. You know, I suppose it could be something that's maybe sorted itself after being jiggled about in the post, or it could be something to do with the owner's track or controller. No idea, but I can't fix what's not broken, and I couldn't see anything wrong with this apart from the rods which are sorted, and it's a wee bit not grindy, but it's a little bit louder going backwards, but you know, that's kind of normal. I ran this with 3 mainline BR coaches and it pulled them fine, so there's no real traction issue either. It seems to be a nice wee runner as far as I can see. Maybe it just likes being here. Yeah, I'll get this sent back to Norman and see how it goes with him. And meantime, I'll catch you later, folks.